Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to all. Namaste and hello to one and all. Today, on this international webinar on spoken English improvement, I am Ravindra Gurav, English teacher and teacher trainer, named Sushil Vidya Mandir Taloda from India. My dear friends, as we know that English is a very important language, it has a very great role in our day-to-day life, in our career also. So my dear friends, as we know, we have been learning English, but we face lots of problems. So for that, today we have a very talented, very versatile and very studied personality, and so I am going to introduce today's personality, which is really very extraordinary. For this webinar, Spoken English Improvement, we have the great personality named Honorable Alice Durgaran ma'am. Ma'am has completed PhD in pedagogy. It is such a great thing that Madam has completed PhD in pedagogy. Madam is the global teacher trainer. She is the world-class, well-known English teacher, educationist, and she is a member of various international teachers organizations. I have listened so many webinars, lectures of Honorable Ma'am, and I am very deeply impressed by your knowledge and your skill also. So today it is our honor that you have given your valuable time to our students. We are very lucky that we will get your guidance today. So it is for you, for our school students. It is for you, for our students. So without wasting our time, I request ma'am, please guide our students. Hello ma'am. I make you host. 1 minute. Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone, first of all, and I am also very glad for your invitation to be here and also to be in your school because it's for the first time. As I know, for your school, I'm giving a session. Honestly, I have been traveling in India so many times and also have many friends there, and today also I'm very glad. First of all, I'm also teaching in India on the virtual platform. I'm teaching in one of India's schools, Ramaiga School Dadri. Yeah, I am teaching and have groups. And it's also I'm very glad to be here and today to share with the topic that you are interested in. A little as my friend has represented me. I'm a global educator, ESL, EFL, ESP trainer, teacher trainer, working here in my country. I work only in one school, but beside it, I'm working in more than 15 countries around the world, not only teaching at school, but also at colleges and universities, and also having different kinds of teacher training courses for teachers. Today, I'm going to represent you a very, I think, as your teacher has mentioned, a very interesting to be one of the, let's say, most demanded languages in the world. Maybe many years ago, if we go back to see, maybe the French was the lingua franca in our world because everyone, especially in the 16th, 17th century, French was the dominating language in the world. But nowadays, everywhere when you go to get a job, especially when you apply for an international company, you are always asked, do you know English? And please give me or show us a certificate where you can show us about the level of your English. That's why English is going to be, not is going to be, but it's considered to be as one of the most important languages nowadays in the world. Today, do you see? Sorry, do you see my screen? Just you can write in the chat in order to know. Okay, let's start. In my today's our session, we are going to speak about the spoken English. What is first of all English? Why do we need English? And what can we do in order to just improve your spoken English? Before starting, I would like to know why do you need to speak English? Why do you want to speak English? Please, if you can, write in the chat one reason why do you want to learn English to improve your spoken English. Please, if there are any participants who would like to answer, you can unmute yourself and answer. Please. Do we have any students or any teachers here who would like to share their opinion? Why do you want to improve your English? Or you can write in the chat box. Don't we have any answers? Sorry. Teacher Ramindra, can you help me? Okay, the first answer we have to connect rest people is the word okay, because English big important language, great. Other answers. Please students be active. Don't be ashamed of. Please you can just unmute yourself and tell me why do you want to improve your spoken English? In one phrase, in one sentence, just tell me why do you want to improve it? At abroad, we can't talk mother tongue here. English is usable, yes. Boys and girls, students, don't be ashamed. Please tell me, why do you want to use English language? Anyone who would like to share? Okay, maybe you will have your questions and would like to just answer and share your opinion at the end of the webinar. Let me start, and I want to start my session with history. Why do we need English? How did it get important one as an English language? Yes, English is a part of life. Agree. Now, let's start and go back when it was many, many years ago, and English was not so important and also demanded language, as I have mentioned. But after it, but how has it become? Many years ago, international businesses conducted meetings in English, started universities, started teaching, etc. It goes back to the British Empire, which at its peak covered about 25% of the Earth's surface. And in this case, during the colonial times, the British Empire, especially the kings and other members of their government, they always just demand and require people to speak in English more than in their native language. And time by time, step by step, it started becoming an international language. And nowadays, we can say that it has become one of the most demanding and required languages in the world. Because everywhere where we go, it doesn't matter. It can be just educational center, it can be business center, or I don't know, different kinds of international meetings, contracts, job just requirements, everything they just require English language. Sometimes, yes, it's be convenient in some cases to take with us a translator who can translate, do translations for us in order to communicate with other people. But just imagine you are traveling and you can't just do every time take with you translator. You can do it yourself. And that's why the importance of English, especially the spoken English, has become so important. But first of all, let's just to know about when we say learning English, we don't just mean only the spoken English or only the written English. No, it's a combination of written and spoken English. And we can't just imagine that you can't, for example, speak in English without knowing the grammar. Yes, you can speak. We can say that we can speak English, but it won't be literal English. It won't be correct because you can say, for example, yesterday I go through home. I don't know, this kind of meaningless sentence you can have. At first, when you start learning English, maybe you will be able to just to have some kind of short phrases or even words. Imagine when you go to another country and you have a very little level of English, you can just trying to describe, trying to explain the shop assistant or the waiter at the cafe or the restaurant in order to what do you want to buy or to order. I can say, for example, coffee, or I can say, I just can say or show something, or just kind of gestures I can use. I, for example, coffee, it means I wanna to drink coffee. Such kind of things I can have. But in many cases, we have to know just the basic language or the basic information or words or let's say A1, A2 level English in order to communicate with other people. And in this case, when you know a little grammar, it can be like a stepping stone for you to just go and to start improving your spoken English. Because it can be not only for you just to know, to speak, to communicate in English, but in some cases, psychologically, you are a self-confident person because psychologically, you can just do everything in order to be self-confident and be assured that you can do everything in order to just to know and just to speak, to be known, to be aware of everything that just imagine you are in, I don't know, England, for example. You enter and you wanted to sell something, to buy something cheaper than the real prices. and you start selling and say, can you just give me a little bit, I don't have so much money, can you do a little bit sale for me or not, such kind of thing. It means that in this case you just need to know English language, and that's why from this having a little just knowledge about writing English, you can just base on it and improve your spoken English, because it's a global language. It's an international language which gives you an opportunity just to use, to improve, to communicate. Why not to go to other countries, to travel, to do everything that you need for after knowing English language. Now, let's start and be considered and pay attention to what ways can we usually use in order to learn English. First of all, let's start from school. When you go to school, you always have what? English lessons at school where you can speak, learn about English language, English grammar, reading, listening, 4 skills you can have during one lesson. But after it, let's just imagine to look through another field of it about when you are adult, when you don't go to school and you have already graduated school. In this case, you can just take an English, for example, online course or language course in an English-speaking country, or even you can have private lessons in your country. The first one, you can do it. For example, if you take in your country private lessons, it means that in some cases when you don't know or when you don't just pay attention, what can you do, or if you have any kind of difficulties, in this case you can just ask your teacher to just explain you in your native language. That's why in some cases, I know that you are very naughty and like drawing, but please give me to speak till the end, and then you can just draw on the screen as much as you want. Okay? Because on my screen, I just know who is the one and can even say his name. Chitan Nikki, I can even say, and can remove, I will ask your teacher to remove you from the session. Okay? Please don't do such things. Okay. Now, or after graduating your school, you can go to enter the university, especially in an English-speaking country. If you have any kind of a little just level, it will be easier for you, but not so much easier for you to do it, but it will be easier for you. But when you go to the country, an English-speaking country, when you don't just know English, it will be very difficult for you. In these cases, sometimes people use the program or pair, which gives them an opportunity to live in an English-speaking countries, one of the families, to help them and also to improve and also to learn the language. Or I think one of the most common ways to learn English is to watch movies, TV shows, or read books in English. As you know, all the books at the end of their back page, there is always, I wanna try to show you. In some cases, at the end of the books, we can just find the levels for the books. When you go to the bookshop to buy something, always just try to look at the back, because there can be mentioned about the levels. It can be A1, A2, B1, B2, or just a beginner, or can it just be just starter elementary. And due to the level that you know English, you can just choose a book. Maybe, for example, I want to read Jane Eyre, but as I know, it's very difficult one. But when I go to the shop, I can choose Jane Eyre, maybe the adapted version, or maybe the simple version of this book, and can read it. it's okay. Or you can just choose any kind of short stories which are very popular one and which always give you an opportunity just to read. Because while reading, you start just analyzing, thinking in English. You can't, for example, take the book, start reading, but at the same time, you won't have much time to read, to translate in your mind, in your language again, read again, translate. No, when we read the books, we try to catch the whole meaning, not to translate word by word. That's why reading books, it will help you. What refers to the movies and TV shows, it's also the same. At first, you can just start with watching them with subtitles, or in some cases, even you can just watch the film in your language but with subtitles at first. Then you can do the other thing. You can just watch it. There are many networks, social networks, where you can find English speaking and with English subtitles films. You can just choose from the cartoons, start with ads, advertisements, such kind of short films or short, I don't know, cartoons or episodes or TED Talks even. These ones are the first steps for you for improving your English language. But now let's go and so what we have, what a certain steps we can do in order just to do our things. Just a minute, sorry. Just a minute, I will share with you. Give me a second. Now, let's go and try to know about how can you improve your English. First of all, let's start. Imagine you are adult or you are having your summer holidays and you don't have any free time to go to attend any kind of educational language centers in order to learn the language. Now I'm going to show you the tips that you can use while you are at home and don't you want to attend any kind of language centers. First of all, listen more to more English. What does it mean? We can find any kind of film, any kind of channel. For example, you can turn on BBC channel and have a louder just volume of it and go, for example, doing some housework. In your house, everything will be just listened to, just broadcasting, English speaking. It can be program, it can be news or something. But imagine that you are in America and you are in the crowd. Everyone is speaking English. You try to catch the words. While, for example, you are listening English version, for example, it can be news or something. At first, when you have low level, you can catch words. For example, a BBC center will say, "Good afternoon, dear listeners. Today we are going." She's speaking very fast, but you try to catch the separate words. Good evening. I just know. Today we are going to speak with you about America, about the economy. Oh, this word is, or speed. Oh, I know this word. Try to catch. In this case, your attention is going to catching some kinds of words and phrases. It's the first step when you try to make your ear get used to English speaking environment, because you will hear, you will know. I know many people who don't know grammar, English grammar. They don't know. They don't know how to do it. But what they do, they speak English very fluently. Just saying, we try to learn from the cinema, we try to learn from the film, from the shopping. We went to the shop trying to listen people. Just catch words and try to compare this word. Oh, this word is bread. In my language, it will be this. Okay, I try to remember that bread is the English version for the word or even I can have any kind of, for example, I say book and I try to associate it because I hear at the bookstore about this book, that it is book, and try to associate it with it. The second way that I offer you is learn phrases, not just individual words. For example, when we say easy, it can be like easy, it's a separate word. But instead of it, I can, for example, say a piece of cake. In this case, if I just, let me write for you. I can just say that it is a piece of cake for me. And in this case, I will just use it means the same as if I say, for example, easy. As you see here, I have a word, just easy. But instead of just learning easy, I know already this word. Instead of it, I will start learning the phrases, a piece of cake. And when I'm just speaking with someone and I will say, it's easy, instead of it, I will say, it's just a piece of cake. And it means what? Just very easy. And that's why when you know little words, after it starts just learning the for phrases, not only words but phrases, because phrases are consist of different kinds of words. And at the same time, when I say cake, I know what is it. Piece, I know what is it. And a piece of cake is another phrase. And now piece, cake, and a piece of cake. And easy if I know four combinations at the same time while learning one phrase. The next step, third step, is improve your English pronunciation. It's very important when you especially go to scientific conferences or some kind of sessions. It's very important to just have a clear pronunciation, because just imagine I will talk very fast, very low, and also at the same time not clear. Who will listen to me? What do you think? None, none. No one will listen to me because my speech won't be interested, because they won't understand any word from my speech. That's why just improve your English pronunciation. What can you do in order to improve your pronunciation? In order to improve your pronunciation, first of all, you can have many listenings. For listenings, for example, in some cases, you can just sing, or you can just try to do it in order while listening, just maybe one thing, or just you can in some cases even radio, some kinds of news, and try to repeat after them. For example, I can search on YouTube little text or a little song where these are the subtitles or cartoon, and start pronouncing after them. When he say, where do we go? And I will try also say, where do I go? Do we go? It start. After each word, we try to pronounce the word in order to make our brain to remember these words, in order to make our brain just think that this word which is written, for example, we can have the word knock, but I can just, I can have the word knock, but I know that in this case, I can just read in another case. Yes? Knock, I know that I can spell S-K-N-O-C-K, but I know that the first one I just read as K, and the last syllable also I just read it as K. That's why while pronouncing, while I'm trying to make my brain work, remember, and at the same time, not only the spelling, but also I know I'm just practicing my pronunciation. The next one is practice reading English out loud. It means you read and speak. When you speak English, there we can have two kinds of difficulties. The mental difficulty, when we speak, when we think of the English words to say. For example, I'm trying to remember to translate in my brain what does this word means in English. For example, I can show this one. It can be a book and I'm trying to remember. And the second one can be physical difficulty of pronouncing the word. That's why when you have any kind of, I don't know, book, you can just take and try to just read it. For example, there are several basic kinds of display rules. For example, I don't know, try to read the books loudly because it will give you, when you read aloud, it gives you just an opportunity to listen your voice, to listen how you read, how you pronounce the word, and your ear again is getting used to your pronouncing, is getting used to your just English and how you pronounce, spell the words. I try the first thing for listening, understanding, and also just answering for the one who is asking you something. It's the first thing is to get used your ear to English pronunciation. And also learn from real English conversation. In this case, what can we do? Just you can study English conversations with different kinds of social medias. You can live, for example, in an English-speaking country. Imagine you went to study at Oxford or Cambridge University. Try to find friends and try to communicate with them, to contact. If you don't have, for example, native speaking English speaker, watch just TV shows, movies, and also something with English subtitles in order to see. For example, you can find many dialogues or videos that just people greet to each other. Hi, how are you? Fine, and you? And you learn not only the phrases, you listen and also you pronounce them. And why not? You can just ask one of your friends who also wants to improve his English. You can just ask him, just let's practice our English. And you together, you can just say, hi, Tom, for example, or who here we have. I see Devesh, if I'm not mistaken with the name. I can say, hi, Devesh, how are you? And he can just answer me, hi, I am fine. It's okay. Try to do. Don't be ashamed of not using English because language is something that needs practice. If you practice, you will have just everything. If not, no. Now, let's go to the one that ways to improve your spoken English. What can we do in order to just improve? First of all, speak slowly. In order to improve your spoken English in a conversation, when there is a man or someone who is standing towards you and you want to speak with him, but you don't have time, I think we have to connect again because as I see your Zoom platform is going to be shut down in a second. I will stop sharing my screen and will ask your teacher Ravindra, are you here? Please students, when it will be just shut down the platform, please again join, okay? Okay. Okay, I will continue. As we were speaking about the ways how to improve your speaking English, especially about speaking slowly. Now, let's go and look at the points where you can just improve and also your spoken English. The first one was about speak very slowly. I think I'm going to Let me just unmute all everyone here. Okay, let me continue it. I just unmuted everyone in order just to not to be noisy. The first one, as we were talking, was about speaking slowly, because it gives you more time to think of what you are going to say. And the second one is it makes your speech clearer for the person who doesn't know or who knows English very well. Just imagine when I will speak with you. Dear students, we are going to do this one, this. You don't understand me because I'm speaking very just quicker, faster. But if I say, dear students, today our lesson will be about the sightseeing of London. In this case, you will just sorry. In this case, you will just know about that. You will understand me and know everything about just what I'm going to tell you. The second way is just relax, have a positive, confident attitude. It means, sorry, it means that you make a mistake or forget the word. It doesn't mean that it's the end of the word. You should be nervous, very stressed, depressed, disappointed. Oh, I didn't remember this word and couldn't answer my teachers. No, it's okay. Don't be afraid. Even we teachers, we sometimes forget so many words. Honestly, yes, we forget so many words, but it isn't the end because it's a language and it always just needs practice and practice, practice and practice. That's why only in this case, be just calm, be confident and no worries that you didn't. Oh, I can say, Tom, let's go to the, I don't remember the word, what is it, but it's a notebook and I can't remember it, what is it. Let's go to buy this one or to give. Tom, I want, and I just telling him something. That's why it's okay for me just to do. Here we have one hand. Pranav, Pranav, do you want to say something? You have your hand. Do you want to say something? I think no, let's go. Okay, that's why please be positive and confident. And then remember when speaking English, communication is more important than grammar. Don't just try to follow the rules of grammar. But it doesn't matter that I will say, for example, yesterday I went to the cinema. I don't remember the words that the go in the past is when, and it's okay if I say yesterday I go to the cinema. The one who I'm speaking to, he will understand me that yesterday I went to the cinema. And it's okay in oral, in spoken, in everyday conversation. It's all okay when you do any not the ones that you are going to be graded for. It's not an exam or test that you have to follow all the rules of grammar. And remember the first one. You are on level 1 and you wanted to improve your spoken English, to go up, to improve it, to just to promote any kind of skills that you'll need for your spoken English. That's why never be depressed or nervous from the fact that you have don't know or don't remember any kind of grammar rules. Yes, honestly, it's okay when you remember and you can have your speech very beautifully. But remember, if you don't remember, it's not the end of the world. And start thinking English. Just imagine you are going to the shop for shopping and say, I try bread. The word for the milk, I don't remember the word milk. I just take this I want cheese, some cheese, and what to drink. I try to speak myself in my mind to think in English. It can be at first maybe from a sentence which consists of 5 words, maybe 2 words I will remember in English. Then I will start remembering 3 words, 4 words, 5 words, etc. etc. And after all, there will be when you only think in English. Even when you will know it very well, it brings this, even you will just forget some words in your own language. You will say, oh, this is not good, but how was it in my language? How was it in Indian? In some cases, you will even just forget about these words. Okay, start thinking, start from the words, then phrases, then small simple sentences when we have the subject and we have predicate. I go. It's a sentence, it's a very simple sentence. And then step by step just try to make difficult or to broaden your sentence. And also the one is if you forget a word, just use other words to describe it. What does it mean? For example, I want to buy coffee, but I forgot the word coffee. How can I explain? Um, I will say it's something we drink. It's black. It can be with sugar or something. And the shop assistant will also understand, or the waiter will understand coffee. And you say, oh, yes, coffee. I have forgotten about the word. Or I want to show you something that I usually use with my with my students, sometimes to just improve. I yet every day I take such kind of things with me to my classes and ask my students. They choose one of them, for example, this one. I will show you. These are the words. They read and try to explain. Or another such kind of things. For example, I have this one. I can say that please, you have students, you have to read the words and also to try to explain. It's a very good one because it helps you to communicate, to speak, and also in some cases, for example, the first word is garden. I will explain. It's a place. There are many trees, flowers. You can walk there. You can take a rest. It's near the house. Nearly every house has it. And my students will say, oh, it's garden. And next time, if the student will forget the word garden, he will remember it's a place where there are many flowers, many trees, etc. Or I can just have the word pen that I am going to explain. And I remember that once one of my students just said, I can't explain what is it, this word, but I will show. And he just showed a pen. And everyone just say pen. And he said, yes, you are right. Remember what we do. Okay? That's why such kind of games you can have, you can play. And next time when there will be any case when you just don't remember the word, how to say it in English, the description, the kind of how you can describe to say the word, it will definitely help you and will be very helpful for you. Let's go. Now steps to learn spoken English. I'm going to just to show you some steps for it in order how can you start these ones. Now, the first one is learn speaking with the language exchange networks. What does it mean? It means that in some cases you can just improve your English with social nets. What do you usually do? In this case, you can enter different kinds of social nets. because internet, as we know, it's a big resource for finding any information, any video, any song, anything we need to know to get information, we can use social net. And there are many different kinds of just platforms, different kinds of exchange websites, even clubs. If you search some kind of, for example, speaking clubs, you can find something. You can just sign up, enter, and once a week or maybe twice a week, it depends on you. You can just enter. There are different kinds of clubs on different topics. Just enter, just speak with other country students and improve your English. It can be even chat with audio or video. You can even chat with them. And it's very easy to just sign up because you can just sign up, choose the topic, choose the day or hour, and just join and improve your speaking. Because there will be students of different countries. Nowadays, we also have many projects where students can join every week. There is a certain topic you can join on the Zoom platform. It is usually held on, and you go to different breakout rooms where you speak with one teacher and maybe 7, 8, 9 students who are from different countries. You speak, for example, if the topic will be about books, you are going to speak about books. About 30 minutes or 40 minutes. I think that once a week, it's a very good one for you. The next step is that you can learn one. It's going to be learn English speaking communication skills in person. What does it mean? Also, you can find face-to-face. For example, you can be friends, have a group where you can sit, for example, once a week, go for a picnic, for example, I don't know how, or just you can go to one of your friends' house and start to speak. Let's speak. We can speak, we can improve, we can speak as much as we can. For example, I can speak with somebody who also knows that has the same or low or higher level than me and start speaking. Maybe I will have mistakes. Maybe I will be, let's say, more proficient than my friend, but we start communicating. Or you can find online groups, online people who there are many different kinds of projects and programs, international, where you can just improve your English and speak with them. Just chat. Only you can, if you are a little bit ashamed, you can start from chatting, just messaging and writing them. And then step by step, go. And why not? You can just record yourself. What does it mean? You can, for example, take a little text, read the text loudly, record it, and then listen to your recording. In this case, you also getting used to your pronunciation, and in some cases even you can just look, oh, this is my pronunciation, I can do this one in order to improve. Or different kinds of exchange groups, you can just involve in these groups and also do it. And there are also, for example, you can go to Polyglot Club or Meetup.com. These are websites which can help you just to enter, to sign up, and also find friends from other countries. And also, your teachers are involved in different projects, international, and with the help of your teachers, you can just enter, join, and participate in international language projects for students, for pupils who have, for example, A1, A2, B1, or B2 level. And according to this level, you can just engage in them and just try to improve your English. This is very important one that you can do. And the next one is by talking to people you already know. If you have someone who knows who is a native speaker, it's a great one for you, because in this case you can just know and speak with him,
पद्धतशीर तुमच्याशी
just
बोलतो तसं बोलतो
practicing
ना.
and practicing. But if you don't have someone who is a native speaker, in this case, it means, for example, you can find someone who can speak fluency, or it can be even your teacher. I think that if you ask your teacher, can you, for example, once a week for 15 minutes, give me time, just a little talk, or during the break, for example, you can go to your English teacher and say, for example, ma'am or sir, can you 5 minutes speak with me in English? I think your teachers won't be just mind of it, and they will help you, will give you hand. And also you can just improve it, or even you can just start finding friends, maybe from social net. You can just use to try to just communicate with them. And what is interesting, when you communicate, just use basic vocabulary and expressions, because when you speak, it doesn't mean that you have to have a very
आता
big
तुम्ही म्हणालेत
vocabulary
ना
and you have to just
सुरुवातीपासून
speak
म्हणजे
more and more.
लक्ष देऊन
No,
ऐकलं तर
you should
तुम्हाला
have
समजत म्हणजे
very simple ones and
तुमच्या डोक्यात
very
सगळे विचार तुम्ही
simple
डायरेक्ट होऊन
just
जाते
tips for you just to learn it.
कनेक्ट
And
नाही
no
झालं.
one just can say you, oh no, you can't do. No, you can start with simple phrases. You can start demonstrating, first of all, in some
सुरुवातीलाच केलं
cases,
ना आता
in
सुरुवात
front
मी
of
केली
mirror.
जसं आपलं
You
स्वतःचं
can
सांगितलं
just
ना
imagine
तसं
that someone is
सुरुवात करू
standing and saying,
मग त्यानंतर
hi Tom,
मार्गदर्शन करा
I'm
माझं पण
fine.
मार्गदर्शन
Today
करा
I am
त्याला
going
काम
to
बघ
have a very beautiful day because I have planned this one. Just stand in front of the mirror and talk to yourself. And just use it as a tool for you to practice your English. And focus especially on fluency, not grammar. And also try to learn some kinds of English just twisters. Some cases, for example, I can say the 33 years old that they thrill the strong throat the Thursday. It's like an English twister, which can help you just to practice to speak louder, to speak faster than you know, or just listen and repeat, sing English songs. It's so beautiful. There are so many songs that you can just listen, understand, catch some words, or if you can even just imagine, you can just leave, find the lyrics and start singing with the singer, because you hear him or her and also repeating and pronouncing the words, and step by step you will know English. Your spoken English will be also okay,
मला
because
शिकायला भेटते
in
तर
these
पोरांचे काय
cases
पण
you just know what to do. In this case, you just know how to improve your English. Don't be afraid. First of all, self-confidence is the one. Let's imagine why it is said when as younger you are, as it is easier to learn foreign language. Do you know the reason why? Can you mention any reason why kids learn adults? Do you have any reasons to mention me? You can unmute yourself and tell.
जग जवळ आलंय का?
मला तुझा आवाज येत नाही. म्यूट केलेलं यार कोण. Okay, hello ma'am. I'm going to make you host. There was a technical problem. Just kindly unmute yourself, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes.
now I can. I just wanted some students to unmute themselves and to tell me to answer the question why children can learn English better and easier than adults. Who can answer? Who has an answer? Or even you can write in the chat if you don't want to speak. But also you can unmute yourself and speak. Someone who wants to share, please share your hand. Your teacher will unmute yourself.
Okay, you can answer, my dear friends. मित्रांनो, आपण उत्तर देऊ शकता. Just try to speak.
Don't be afraid. As I have mentioned, be confident. No stressing, no nervous. It's okay.
चुकलं तरी चालेल, बोलायचा प्रयत्न करायचा आहे. मॅडमांनी सांगितलेले आपल्याला बघा.
Raise your hands. English is easier to understand than any language. Any other answers? And understand in any language, not only English. I'm speaking about the foreign language. Okay, teacher, we have here one person who has risen his or her hand. Can you Okay. Okay, let me answer for you. It is easier for kids to learn English, not only English, but any other language, because they are not afraid of being mistaken. This is for you. I have asked you questions, listen depressed to answer my question. But if I ask this question to kids, they will answer me. It can be with mistake. It can be not wrong. It can be any kind of words that they know, which gestures, which their movements, they will answer me. Because they have no complexes. Because they don't see any barriers just to answer my question. The first thing was because you sometimes are afraid of speaking, thinking that this will be just it will be with mistakes, maybe, but don't be afraid. Remember you when you were a kid and you were learning how to speak in English.
was also the same. It
first you just say with mistake, with hesitating, is it okay? No, no. But then you started speaking Indian very well. The same is also for English too. You start with small steps. First of all, don't be afraid. No one will blame you for your pronunciation, for your spelling, for your speech. No one, because it's first of all a foreign language, not your native language that you will be just playing or someone will claim or say that you don't know. No, it's a foreign language. And it always just takes you much effort in order to learn and to speak in a foreign language. It's very difficult one, remember, but don't be afraid to do the first step. And step by step your English will be just okay. Any questions? Do you have any questions for me? I think maybe my presentation was just useful one for you. You can just follow the tips in order to improve your spoken English.
काय प्रश्न विचारायचे असेल तर विचारू शकता. It was really very useful information, ma'am. It is really helpful for our students. If any question you can ask.
Okay, you don't have any questions?
Okay, how to improve pronunciations? So that is the question I would like to ask on behalf of my students.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm getting also some messages from the students, from teachers. Thank you for your feedback. Here we have a question, how to understand very well English language, ma'am. Just try to listen more and more. Try to listen, to repeat. You can start from the songs, listening English songs. There are many different kinds of songs which are in British English and they are very clear. You can just even understand every word. You can watch films with subtitles. You can just listen and repeat every word that you listen in English and start. And after it, it will be just okay to understand very well. Start from the simple ones, from mini dialogues, then cartoons, and a little short stories, short films. Even you can just find and watch trailers of films with subtitles. It's also a very useful one for you because they are short and don't make you just be depressed and nervous. What refers to the how to improve vocabulary? Start reading books. Start learning phrases and also some short poems. On different topics you can just find many just short poems, learn them by heart and read many books. Just start from the level as I will try to show you books. At this moment I don't have it in here, but every book, any book that you, I just will show you another book. Look here, every book has such kind of things. It's what level they are. Try to find the books where they can have. Look here, At the back of each book, you can have some kind of things. There is a level where you can just find for each book, and you see level 1, level B, these ones. They are just mentioned. For example, starter we have level 1, level 2, 3. This book is, for example, level 3. It means if I go and show, it goes to the A2 to B1. uh, it's a little bit, or I can just even show you another one. Yes, here every book just has such kind of things where you can just look here. When you buy a book, always just back. Here is the something that you can just use and find the level. Remember, you start uh, from this starter one and step by step go. It will help you. And can we speak in smart English? Yes, you can. Why not? When you read books, when you know your vocabulary, a little grammar, it means that you can speak very literally and also very smart one. You can use it. First of all, just have vocabulary. Even it can be consisted of the simple, short words, but step by step, try to make it difficult. Try to find there are many. I don't have a book with me, or I will just a minute. I will bring and show you a book. I will show you a book. Uh, there are books where you can find, for example, with synonyms. You can just find at first. I can even some cases. For example, here I have raise and raise. For vocabulary one, open something for you. For example, here we have the prepositions on and off, and every kind of phrases which can. I can, for example, at first know continue. The word continue, I know what is it. Then I try to add one word for it, uh, like uh, go on or keep on. How to understand conversation faster. How can you understand faster? You can understand English, quick, let's say quick conversation of English, start again from the simple one, then try to go. If you want to start speaking quicker and also to listen to it, start from the films. American films can be, or British films can be, with subtitles. Because in films they don't speak very simple, don't speak very slowly. You can just try to do it. Okay, try to think, to watch the film with subtitles, and try to do it. My English vocabulary. Any book? I will just ask you to start from the literature. You can start from the fairy tales. You can start from the books. Any book which is starter, beginner, or A1. Start from this one. And every book, at the end of the book, there should be a glossary, like here. It should be a glossary. And this glossary you can just use to improve your English. For any kind of book that you are going just to read, it always has a glossary. genre, meaning from the, for example, prejudice. You can take anything, the short stories, Mark Twain, these ones, or step by step. You can just make it difficult for you, okay? And it will definitely improve your vocabulary. And if you are a fan of music, you can listen songs. Any other questions? If we vocabulary. Any questions?
Okay. Thanks a lot, ma'am. It was really wonderful session. I hope your guidance will helpful for my students, and I assure you, when next time we will meet, our students will speak with you in a very fluently. I hope and I strongly believe that your guidance will really helpful for us and our students also. So I thank you from bottom of my heart on behalf of my students, my school, that you have given your valuable time, your valuable knowledge and your experience also. So I really thankful to you. I know that you are very busy, but still you have given your valuable time to us. Thanks a lot, ma'am. So
thank you also.
Yes. My students wants to take a screenshot with you. So मित्रांनो, तुम्ही तुमचा व्हिडिओ ऑन करू शकता आणि स्क्रीनशॉट घेऊ शकतात. Just open on your video and you can take a screenshot. Yes.
I was sharing my screen and didn't see only 1-2 students, but here I have so many. Glad to see you, all of you, your faces here.
आपला व्हिडिओ आपण ऑन करू शकता, एक स्क्रीनशॉट आपण घेऊ शकता. Thanks once again, ma'am.
Good and so खूप छान. तुमचं इंग्रजी बोलण्याची हेवा वाटतो. एक दिवस मी पण बोलेल तुमच्यासोबत. पुन्हा जन्म माहिती आज ठरवलं तर आज बोलू शकतो.
ते बी इंग्लिश आहे.
काय तो विचारू नका, तो काय नाही सोबत शिकलेलं.
कितना भी आ रहा है हमारा वो आपने क्या लेन देन कितना भी आ रहा है हमारा असं ते सगळे ॲट अ टाइम जॉईन झालेत ना.